Arrays in structures. Structures are often arrayed. To declare an array of structures, you must first define a structure and then declare an array variable of that type. To illustrate how structures and arrays of structures are used, this section develops a simple mailing list program that uses an array of structures to hold the address information. In this example, the stored information includes name, address, email, and zip code. Inside the main function, we've declared a structure array variable called m, which accepts 3 entries for address information. We can specify the array size as per our requirements. I used 3 for your quick understanding. In the first for loop, we give the input for structure elements. This loop will execute 3 times. When it is done, the second for loop will be executed. Inside this loop, we will display the structure elements. Let's compile by pressing Alt F9, and then close the dialog box by clicking OK. Now run the program by pressing Ctrl F9. Here we have to input 3 candidates' address information. When finished, press Enter to display the results. I hope this lesson leads you to an understanding of arrays in structures. Functions in structures. Remember that function arguments pass values to the function. Each value is a number, perhaps int, float, ASCII character code, or perhaps an address. When a structure is used as an argument to a function, the entire structure is passed using the normal call by value method. Of course, this means that any changes made to the contents of the parameter inside the function do not affect the structure passed as the argument. Using a structure as a parameter, remember that the type of argument must match the type of the parameter. Here is a sample program. In this program, both the argument arg and the parameter parm are declared as the same type of structure. As this program illustrates, if you declare the parameters that are structures, you must make the declaration of the structural type global so that all parts of your program can use it. For example, if sample structure had been declared inside the main function, it would not have been visible to fun sample function. As I just stated, when passing structures, the type of argument must match the type of parameter. If we run this program, it shows the value as 10. From this lesson, you have learned about using functions in structures. Pointers in structures. In this lesson, we will discuss how to use structures with pointers. It's simple. Instead of using an ordinary alias name for a structure, we can use the pointer's alias name. Then we can reach to the members of the structure with the arrow operator instead of using the dot operator. Here's an example program. In this program, we defined a structure called EMP with 2 members, eKnow and eName. Inside the main function, we declared a pointer variable called *e for structure. Then we input for structure members using the arrow operator in the scanf function. When finished, we print the given insert using the printf function. To see this result, compile the code using Alt F9. When the compilation is finished, click on the OK button and run the code using Ctrl F9. Here we have to input employee number and employee name. Once it is done, press an Enter key and look at the results. Here's a tip. A structure can also be used with functions. So far in this lesson, we have discussed how to use the pointers in structures. Understanding unions. Unions are similar to the structures. However, the members who make a union share the same storage section in the memory of computers, whereas each member in a structure is assigned its own single storage section. Thus, the unions are used to observe the memory. They are helpful for the application carrying multiple members. As structures, the unions can be declared using the keyword union like this. In the syntax, union is a key word and followed with the name of the union. These are the members of union. Let's see the code of example, which is used to create a member inside the union and to access it. In the written code, we defined a union name called myUnion, which contains a member called X. For accessing the member of the union, we defined an alias name called uvar. With the help of the uvar alias name, we assign a value for X, and then print on the screen. To see the result, compile the code using Alt F9. When the compilation is finished, click the OK button, then run the code using Control F9. And here is the output. Now you're able to understand what it means by union and how the unions are different from the structures.